What's going on, guys? Out here, AwesomeCon DC. Obviously, most of my videos being sneaker-related videos, this is not going to be that. But if you're into collectibles or comics or anything like that, stay tuned. Going to take video of a lot of different stuff. Got my buddy Nathaniel right here. Derek right over here. We're hanging out. So let's get into it. Guys, I found sneakers. Ah! I like this and I don't know why. I mean, I do know why, but I don't know what I would do with it.
Lindsay says, get off
I want
the
it.
blue line.
Go to the blue line.
All right, guys, so in line to hopefully get an autograph from Andy Serkis, who played Gollum in Lord of the Rings. And I've actually got my Lord of the Rings sneakers here to hopefully get him to sign. So we'll see how long this line is. Hopefully I can get up there, get a little bit of film of him signing my sneakers. So let's see if we can do it. Had even more of my friends join us out here at AwesomeCon. This is Tim, Kenny. Hit him with a subscribe for me.
Subscribe, like, and subscribe. Affordable shoe reviews. There's the camera right there.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
Get him. Yeah. So Derek and I are going to get our Lord of the Rings sneakers signed by Andy Serkis, but on feet as we're sitting here waiting for him to come back to sign. The Lost at Sea Nike SB Dunk Highs, and then Derek's got his Jordan 1 Skylines right here. So rocking the heat out here at AwesomeCon. All right, guys, I have waited almost 4 hours to meet Andy Serkis, and he went on a break to go do some photos, but I am literally next in line to go get an autograph. So here's to hoping that he comes back soon so that I can get this autograph. So yesterday may have been one of the worst days that I have had in a long time. On my YouTube channel, I'll be posting up my trip to AwesomeCon in DC. It's kind of like a pop culture Comic-Con type thing. And I went there at 10:15 in the morning. It opened at 10. And at 11 o'clock, so only 45 minutes into the day, I got in line to go meet Andy Serkis. So Andy Serkis is the actor who played Gollum in Lord of the Rings. Gollum is my favorite character from Lord of the Rings. I just love the dynamic between Smeagol and Gollum, and just my favorite character that has been in Lord of the Rings, and Lord of the Rings has been such an influential part of my life. So anyway, I got in line at 11 o'clock. I spent about 2.5 hours in line and got about 20 people away from Andy Serkis at that point. And he had to go and do a panel with Elijah Wood and Sean Astin, who were also in Lord of the Rings. So instead of getting out of line to go and see the panel, which I really wanted to see, I stayed in line because I was so few people away from meeting Andy when he came back. So I waited in line for another hour for Andy to come back. Andy came back. He signed for about 15 minutes, and everybody in front of me went, and I was literally the cutoff person before he left again to go do a photo opportunity. So at that point, it's about 3 o'clock-ish. So I've been in line from 11 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 hours at this point. He went off to do his photo op, and I had no clue when he was coming back. So it was possible that he'd come back at 4:30. I kept hearing different things. So I waited another hour and a half till 4:30. So I've been there for 5.5 hours, and I am literally the next person to get an autograph from Andy Serkis. And I had told my wife that I was going to try to leave AwesomeCon at between 4 and 4:30 so I could try to make it home for a Father's Day dinner. So I waited in line for 5.5 hours. 4:30 rolled around, and they said that Andy was probably not going to come back until 5:15 or 5:30. So another hour on top of the 5.5 hours that I waited to get his autograph. So I had to step out of line, get a refund after waiting for 5.5 hours to meet Andy Serkis. I was devastated. I'm telling you, I probably cried a little bit on the way home because I was so looking forward to meeting Andy Serkis, and I was just not able to because obviously he has prior obligations. He has other things to do. But I was literally the next person in line, and I had to go because Father's Day engagements are important. Obviously, I love my children more than I love Andy Serkis. Yeah, it was just a devastating day. I was attempting to get my Lord of the Rings sneakers signed that I've done a YouTube video on, which would have been really cool because I would have used them as a set piece in my YouTube videos. So I had those sneakers prepped and ready to get signed. Was really excited about that. So that was what I was going to get signed if I had met Andy Serkis. Another thing to note is that because I got in line 45 minutes after getting to AwesomeCon, I really didn't get to look at anything because I was in line for 5.5 hours. So I stood in line and I didn't really get to look at anything. So that was pretty rough too. So I didn't get to look at anything. I mean, I looked for 45 minutes before, I actually got in line to meet Andy. And then I spent the 5.5 hours before I had to leave in line, and then still had to leave. And then to follow that up, I got in the car and had a flat tire with a nail in my car. So I ended up not making it to dinner after leaving from my front spot because I had a flat tire and I had to go and find a way to change the flat tire, and I ended up being late home. It was just an awful time, but I appreciate you watching this video, hearing my story. Yeah, I really wish that I had met Andy, and I hope that one day Andy sees this video to know that I waited for 5.5 hours to meet you, buddy. And yeah, you're an awesome actor. I appreciate everything that you do. I love all of the characters that I've seen you play. Just know that if you watch this video, tag Andy Serkis down in the comments. To hopefully one day he'll be able to see this. Just know that I waited for a long time to meet you. I wasn't able to meet you. One day, hope to meet you. Yeah, it was really rough. But anyway, thanks so much for watching. Peace out.